So recently, my husband and I decided to tackle some yard work and other projects around our home on our own. We had thought about hiring a company to take care of it for us, but decided it would be something that we could do together as a couple. Now, we made ourselves a list, headed out to our local home improvement store, and purchased the items that we needed. Of those items were several bags of mulch. When we returned home, we decided that instead of putting it in the backyard or on the back deck, we would keep it right there in the front yard. So we stacked them one on top of the other, right in the front yard where they would be accessible to us where we would be doing the work. Now, we've only been in our home for a little under a year, but as you can imagine, there are some projects that we've been putting off. So we decided to go ahead and tackle this while it's still summer. We decided to pick a color for the mulch that we thought would pop in our front yard. But after discussing it for a little bit, we decided to change the color, and we realized we did not purchase enough. So here we go, back to the home improvement store. As we're putting them back in the car, as we're picking them up and stacking them back in the car, my husband discovers something. Of the bags that we had stacked there, he noticed that the ones at the very bottom were not only dry, but they were cool in temperature. Now, I say dry because the ones on top had been very sweaty. There was a lot of condensation in the bag, and they were also very hot to the touch. So now my husband, noticing this, comes to me and says, "Babe, I think I have an illustration for your next video." Now guys, I honestly thought about having him be the one to share this with you, but I do agree that what we discovered that day would make for a great illustration. How many times have you been in a position where you felt you had bags of mulch stacked upon you? Different situations in life, different things that have happened to you made you feel as if you were somewhere down below when everything and everyone else was up above. Not realizing that perhaps you were in a great position, a position of protection. This is how I feel about these bags, because the ones at the bottom, as I said, were cool and they were dry. Why? They were being protected by the bags that were above them. They were being protected from the sun, protected from the heat, and perhaps anything else that was in the elements around them. So this is what I want to leave with you today. Instead of seeing your current situation as one where perhaps you've been overlooked or overstepped, look at it as you're being planted. I know you've heard this illustration before where instead of thinking that you've been buried to die, you've been buried or planted so that you can grow. Take this as an opportunity to prepare for the next phase in your life. Well guys, this was it for today. But as always, be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. This was Pretty Green Emeraude, encouraging you one blog at a time.